So I picked up another bench grinder a couple videos ago for pretty much free, but I don't have counter space for it. So I was sitting here, I actually just set it right here on top of this one for a minute. And then it's been sitting there for a couple weeks, and I've been thinking, why don't I actually use it there? Why don't I make myself a double-decker mount where I can mount this one above this one? Because I didn't have counter space for this one that's mounted right here. But if they're just mounted right above each other, I can have 4 different wheels. Fine, one for carbide, I could have a wire brush. And you know, it's not an inconvenient, you know, height or anything. So let's make a mount so we can mount a double-decker bench grinder. Never seen anybody do it, but let's do it. So this one I've had mounted for a few years now, but before that I actually did it pretty weird because I didn't have a dedicated counter space for it and I don't use it that often. I just mounted a piece of angle iron to the bottom so I could just throw it in and out of the vise as I needed. You'll see, let me take this off. So it just has a piece of 2x2 angle iron bolted to the bottom. I needed it one day for a couple different projects. I'm like, let's try to mount it somewhere because I've been using it more lately. And so I have this little wall that kind of comes up, so I just actually clamped a piece of 1/4-inch steel. You know, it's one of those things, you just do it temporary, but if it lasts and works, it works. I think I'm going to leave this angle iron set up on the bottom in my application, but we're going to put it on afterwards. This one has just 2 bolt holes to mount it through, and it looks like this other one has 4. Yeah, I mean there's actually 4 on each side. Okay, I went through my inventory and I found some 2x2 real angle iron. I actually found some bed rail, you know, which is probably about 1.5 inches, but that stuff welds so crappy, and it cuts crappy, and it drills crappy because it's just a little bit harder than mild steel. So we're going to use this 2x2. I probably have a 4.5-foot chunk here. Essentially, what I think I need to do is just have a bracket there, have it come up and go across, just like a C on each side. How high, though, I want this top one as low as possible, and it looks like it actually fits between those 2 grinding wheels. Pretty good, the base does on this. So I can have, almost perfect, so I can have this C channel, see how it's up like this, just go up like that, and then back on itself. So the L, I said C channel, angle iron, so it goes like this on each side, and then we can just bolt it down. I'm just going to spitball and say 7 inches. And how far up? It looks like, I think I could get away with 7.5 inches. 7.5 inches. And this is almost 8, but I don't need to be that far. I can just go about 7 inches. That was actually a mock-up. And then that across the top, pretty basic, but it looks like we're hitting this right here. Yes, if you guys see, I paid $20 for this. Almost 20 years ago. This was clearanced out at Lowe's. It was the floor model, so there was no like little tool rests or anything on it, so I had to fabricate all that. I probably should have paid the $40 for one in the box that didn't have a bunch of stuff that was missing, but so it fits over nicer, you know, something like that. Okay, I think I want this positioned back to about here, roughly the front of this to where that ends. I don't want it overhanging like that. I want it cleared. So this bracket right here is about the same length as the foot on that, the base. So we need to push this back. I could just weld it up like this, but I think I'm just going to angle this. Doesn't need to be perfect. We're just eyeballing. There we go. So we got it the same angle as down here. I'm using these new magnetic clamps. I actually really like them. They actually have neodymium in there, so they're extremely strong. Where I used to use those like ceramic red. I don't have one sitting around. And they never held anything, but these, yeah. Yeah, these little, I'll put a link below to these, but they actually seem really cool. They seem really stiff, and they have 2 neodymium magnets. Is there a magnet on the back? Oh, there's even one on the back, so you could actually hold stuff. You know, it's almost strong enough to hold stuff. Look at that. That's actually pretty cool. I like them. They're a little expensive, but not too bad. I think they're worth it. There we go. Now it's just about drilling a bunch of well-placed holes to make everything fit correctly. The mirrors. Your mirrors. I didn't weld up the inside. That's way overkill. You'd be surprised. If you've ever broken apart something that is just tack welded, how well it holds. Honestly, you could just do like a really good tack weld on each corner, and this thing would never come apart. So no reason to waste welding wire if you don't need to. So we'll set this up. Try to line up those holes. Okay, we have it just bolted to the bottom. And I have that original plate that I had on there just to keep it all kind of locked together for a minute. I still have to weld braces between these two. These are little pieces I cut out. I actually cut a dish out of the bottom too, just because I didn't need it there. Got to make it easier to access that bolt if I ever need to in the future. Anyway, so we're going to weld some stuff in there. I'm just lining everything up so it's bolted to the bottom. There's going to be, I might put a bigger, I have this left over, and this is just a little bit taller. Half inch actually would make a decent difference, but we'll see. Or I could actually weld something to that. There we go. And we can just mount some bolt holes in there. That looks actually pretty good. We'll have a double decker. One of you guys sent me this. I'm not going to mention names in case they don't want to be mentioned, but thank you very much. And I haven't used it yet. Till now, I need a mark down there. It sprays out a burst of chalk, I guess. So we should be able to put this in here. Put down there. I can't tell if it marked or not. Can't really see down in there. Let's see. Let's see if it does it. Oh, you know what? It's spraying out a really precise hole. Kinda. You can kind of see the mark there. It's just chalk. Let's try that again. It's user error, I think. Where we can see, I can see the outline. There we go. There we go. Okay, we got those holes marked, but before we do that, let's weld in some bracing. I just got these little teeny pieces. They were what I cut out of inside there. Let's use up what we got. We got these pieces. A little short. You know what? We could do a fancy V pattern or something. Weld that together and then weld that up on there. We have the holes drilled, so we're just going to fasten some nuts to the bottom and just tack weld them in place. So you only have to fasten it from the top. So I'll just put a short nut in there real fat, bolt in there with the nut, and then just do a tack weld from the inside. See? That makes life so much easier. Take those bolts out. You should be able to take this whole thing off. Alright, there we go. throw a little bit of paint on it. Let's not grind down any welds or anything else. It's fine. I think it should go red. We'll shake it up real fast and go paint it. So we'll just slide everything in. Bolt it up. Let's test it out. I took the little rubber feet off the bottom of that, and they just, I tucked them up inside. There's a little electrical panel, so if I ever want them in the future, they're hanging out in there. I have not tested out my bolt hole alignment. I hope it aligns because I welded everything in place. So, should. There we go. These are one piece. There's no movement between the top and the bottom. Maybe one day it'll find a proper spot in the shop. For right now, this is the most unused spot. It's right in the doorway. It's the end of a bench. It doesn't actually, doesn't occupy any of my bench space. So that's why it lives here. That's not bad. It's not like you're forcing stuff into it. I mean, this one's going to wiggle a little bit more than this one. But I also have a cabinet up here. If I really wanted to, I could just wedge something right there. You know, in my unique situation. Oh yeah, I love it. Yeah. This is probably a little bit high, just as is, so that makes that a little bit high. If this was 4 inches lower with a normal like counter height, I think it'd be a little bit better. I was able to drop it down about 3 inches and just move my plate down. So I have a metal plate on this side and on this side, and it's just wood. I mean, it's just a unique setup. But if you didn't have that, if I didn't have that, or if I were in the future, I'll just take this piece of angle iron off, put it right down on the bench, and then just bolt it down through the bench. If I don't want the bottom one, I can just pull that out and put a tray in there or something. If I don't want the top one, I just pull that off and I can, you know, put a water tray on top or something, or just a tray to hold spare parts. So if I don't end up liking this, which I don't think I'll ever change it, I could modify it and still utilize it. I could probably even make it, I have enough space back here that in the future, you know, it would be tilted down at an angle, but that wouldn't really matter. I could actually even mount it to the wall. You know, I could just go over and bolt this directly to the wall and have my grinders just, you know, anywhere. Some people might ask where my water cool down thing is. This is it. I used to have a small one. I used to have a plastic one. Plastic one melts. Small one doesn't, like, heats up too fast if you're doing large things. So, and then the lid on it keeps it from evaporating. And to keep it from rusting, it's actually epoxy coated. Way more work than needs to be, but it works as my water cool down. And I keep it right here, and so I just reach around and dip it. So, really want an 8-inch. Or this thing right here. That would be cool. What do you think? No? Okay, let's go home. Go. Walk yourself. Hey. Will you get me one of those? No, one of these. You gonna get me that? Oh, get it for me. Actually, you shouldn't put your mouth on wire. There's lead in it. What about one of these? One of those? No, one of those. Yeah. Give me one of those. Come on, give me one. There we go. Perfect. Nope. We need a female.